I started a conversation about the whole thing regarding why you need to become a conspiracy theorist. And so what I did was that I put together a list of things and why you need to become a conspiracy theorist going forward. Reason being is because you have so many things. But before that, I want to go ahead and just kind of give a shout out to all the people who support us. I wrote a list down of things as possible because I have a tendency to just ramble, especially the fact that the last couple of weeks I've been kind of working on a lot of things, and so when you work on a lot of things, you don't want to be just rambling about stuff. So I'm doing my best just to not ramble. Well, I'm just fixing up the tripod right now, and in my car, and yeah. So here we go. So I'm about to see if I get this all configured and configured right. All right, so here we go. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, for those who watched that was kind of crazy. All right, so let me see if I hit my hazard light buttons. Okay, let's see what I can do is this. Let me see if I can go ahead and see if I can. All right, if it holds position there, everything is well. Live chat on this. Okay, so here we go. I just want to say a couple things. Number one, first and foremost, I want to say happy Friday. Today's June 18th, 2021, and I just want to say happy Friday to you all. The conversation I had called the reason why you need to continue to be or why you should become a conspiracy theorist going forward. The reason why I have that is I have several points I want to get to. I'm gonna give you like a synopsis of it. I have like about 6 or 7 points, but what happens is one is about number one is confusion. Number two is conspiracy theories have been proven right just over a matter of time. Number three, pretty much I'm working on stuff, so I just kind of give you like a synopsis about that. Four, Biden's performance at the G Summit, that was something that we need to be aware of, and I know pretty much you are aware of it because you've heard the news and everything like that, and things happening and how he's been dealing with the situations. Now, let's see, we have pretty much a role as men in this whole scenario and situation. What we need to do as men and fathers, dealing with this situation, that's something here we gotta do. And also, I just want to give a shout out to some people for their involvement and activities. Now, those of you who know me, pretty much I make masking tape creatures. Now, masking tape creatures are made of masking tape, and what it is you have a roll of masking tape, and from there, what you do, you take it and you're able to turn it into something like this. Pretty much something like this is you got a whole lizard made of masking tape, and it's just pretty much, it's really cool. It's a really cool art form, and I've been doing it for about almost 2 years now. And so what happens is it's been really cool. Been very helpful during times of crisis when people are going through tough situations. I'm working on a couple of creatures. I'm also going to be part of a night fair, the Queen's Night Fair here in Queens. And so if you get a chance to come see me, I'm going to be there. I'm going to go ahead and make some cool masking tape creatures. So this is going to turn into something really cool. But right now I'm just kind of working on it. Number one, the reason why we need to deal with become a conspiracy theorist because the man said it himself. He says from the thing he said, I'm not confident in anything. He said this. He's the president of the United States, and he says he's not confident in anything. Now, that is a very horrible thing to have to deal with. Have to be heard from the person supposed to be in charge. Now we had President Trump a couple years ago. But he was one thing they knew for sure about him was that he was confident. He was a confident dude. He had confidence. If he was a person, he didn't know something, he still was confident. And so one of the things about that was he had he would deal with and hang on to and deal with situations that were sometimes he didn't know the answer to it, but he was still confident with it. So that's something, it goes to say something there. When you're not sure, at least show confidence. Be confident. And you become more confident. It's talked about that in leadership classes. They say when you're afraid to do something scared, but do it anyway. And so one of the things that they always talk about don't be afraid, do it anyway. So don't be afraid when you do something. But in a situation here, you have it where people are talking about here is this man talking to world dictators or other world leaders, and what they're doing is that they're faced with he's he just can't go toe to toe with these guys, and so that's kind of something there. So confusion. I was just listening to the Mike Gallagher show on 970, The Answer, and there was a part where somebody called and asked questions. And he says, he said the reason why he can't take it is because of a philosophical, religious argument talked about that there's fetal cells in the jab, And so Mike Gallagher's answer was a confusing one because it wasn't just a straight answer saying that, yeah, you're right, no, you're not right. He says, yeah, some is right, some is not right, which is like to say he agreed with what the guy said in terms of the cell lines and how that came from the study from Denmark about how there was a study of fetal cell lines used in the creation of the types of types of vaccinations and stuff. So what happens is you have that in the creation of that fetal cell line. So the thing is he said yes, but he didn't say specifically why he didn't. He said about yes, it's true, not true. But he also went into talking about how he was afraid that they were gonna ask his